Not too sure. Not too shabby. I wanted to do my bed, but I didn't do it. So here we are. I was literally like, maybe I should do my bed and things will be cool. Also, there's construction, so you will be hearing a lot of that. Uh, yeah. I should have done my bed. Maybe I should do my bed right now. I'm on camera. It's cold outside. Uh, I'm questioning if I should go back through my Twitter profile and delete like all that unnecessary stuff. Because in my mind, I feel like I've tweeted like 30,000 times. I haven't. Not one bit. I have tweeted 5,200 times, give or take. Um, anyways, look, as not a Christian, what do you mean you've been voice chatting for 7 hours? Good morning, Aqui. Well, it's not morning for you, I'm assuming. With who? On Roblox? Oh, Twitter. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's all censored. uh, oh, it's 7 p.m. for you. Yeah, I'm low key glad I didn't stream yesterday. Not because I didn't want to, I was actually really tired. I have to do like more legs, and I also have to figure out how to like do push ups as a thing, or just so I can stay healthier because I currently don't have a gym, and I'm gonna be working two jobs soon, so I gotta include this as a third. Are you having fun? Are you winning? I should practice the alphabet. But yeah, they're doing construction. They're renovating the bathroom in the house in front, and then I think they're gonna add a shower to the bathroom we have in the garage. But I don't know if they're doing that at the same time. Do you have a clip of it? Did you clip it? Congo down in like the like the country in South Africa, Le Congo. I I have to go to the store, buy rice. I have to eat an actual breakfast because right now I have like candied pumpkin or squash. I think it's pumpkin. I have bed hair. Oh, no clip. Okay, well, break it down for me, Kimosabi. What'd you do? I found my Lincoln Park ring, and it fits. It's when Chester Bennington passed away. I need to accessorize more. I like silver, but this is like stainless steel. Close enough. Oh yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. I obviously I was feeling myself, but I also went to sleep without taking any of the product off. So that's why my hair looks the way it does. Are y'all having a good Sunday? Ah, nice. You're doing things I can't do, which is cool. It's admirable. Not everyone can do everything. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. My Linkin Park ring. It doesn't want to come off my finger. Holy shit. It went on so easily. Did not come off so easily. Ah! Spooky. Sure. Is it like posted on Discord? I'm gonna keep it in this hand. Is it something you can post on Twitter? Twitter, on Discord? Fuck. Twitter is rotting my brain. That is the one thing that Twitter hasn't changed. Buku. Bonne nuit. Oh fuck. Hold on. We'll start this. We'll start this in a minute. How'd your weekend go, by the way? Since it's 7 p.m. for you and it's 10 a.m. for me. I gotta open Discord. The quickest way to get cucked is to give your mistress all your time. Three misses? I don't know why I'm not getting any audio. Like, it's... Oh, never mind. I do know why I'm not getting any audio. In memory of Chester Bennington, wife, girlfriend, and a mistress. I might aim for more than one wife, but I don't really want to get married, so... There we go. Yeah, my computer thinks my microphone is a speaker. Is this shit loud? It is loud. Cool. Nah, it's because I wasn't hearing any like external output. Like nothing was coming out of my laptop or my speaker. Yeah, before Chester Bennington died, he had a wife, a girlfriend, and a mistress, and like 4 kids. I mean, he still technically has them. They're still his kids. He's just not around anymore. 0 misses so far. One miss. Uh, I I guess I could put like a desktop view, but then that like it does a bunch of other stuff. Really? I just saw it tick, you know? Right now it still says that you're only at one miss. Oh god, it's so loud. Whatever. I can't, like, that's temporary. Construction doesn't last forever. Nice. Hold on, I gotta go like this. Give you a like. Um, right next to my head. I swear, my internet freaking spectrum. Hello? There we go. I look so dumb. Just because I might look dumb, don't mean I'm stupid. Straight fiber. Yeah. If I could upgrade, I'm not gonna say if. It's gonna take me some time. And before my time ends with that second temporary job, I'm gonna try and find another seasonal position, so I can keep getting two paychecks. And I might go back to school. Mm-hmm. But you can hear the keyboard clicks. Yeah, it's gonna take me some time, but like, I have a mid tower that's been sitting in my room for a couple years now. And I'd really like to get that built, so, or build it myself, but I don't have that kind of confidence. Oh, it was only three misses. Unlisted. Anyways, here's his YouTube. Hello. Why do you have all these guys confessing their undying love for you? What do you do to them? We're gonna panel over to full screen. Uh, where's the browser explorer? Maybe if I lower the bitrate here. That's true. You said your voice was soft, but like, I'm not over here gooning over you. You know? But then again, it's a little different for me. Cause like you, I've had a bunch of fucking lames try and goon over me, and I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Like, I show that I'm not interested like that. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna TOS me. Fucking. What do you mean? Do you have a voice changer? Is that what you do? I'm gonna change this to Duolingo. Our stalker left. I'm kidding. Are you a girl? Uh, oh, ninja art. Where is it? Fuck. For sure they. Like I thought I saw it. Anyways, one of the. Is it Otoya or is it Karasu? Fucking ninja boy over here. Here it is. Wait. Wait. Yes. Okay, that's just too small. Really quick. This is you. This is what I imagine you do to. I feel bad for you. Although it is like comedic relief. It's kind of funny. I hope I don't get DMCA'd for this. It's additional time. Seducing girls. See, because Shigiri gets called Missy, and then this dude's like doing his little. I had really long hair, and I wanted to do his braids, the way he has his braids on the left side of his head. I wanted to do that, but I was like, oh, it seems kind of hard to maintain. Mister Not So Average. It's so funny. I really like Blue Lock. Busted. Just so you know, I'm not into dudes. Anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Back to Duolingo. I like the anime. Ugh.
Bonsoir Marie, ça va?
Bonsoir, Mary. Ça va? We're starting off with French. That way, I cook myself into Korean. Bienvenue. Bonne nuit.
Bonne soirée, Paul.
Bonne soirée, Paul.
Ça va très bien, merci. Ça
Ça
va
va
très
très bien.
bien.
Merci.
Merci. Ça va très bien, merci.
I don't know why it. Hold on. I don't know why it auto modded that. Looks like a girl. There's nothing offensive about it.
Bienvenue, Marie.
Bienvenue, Marie. We are learning Le French. Uh, and then Game and Wayman. There we go. I updated it so they know. I have no idea. I'll go through my auto mod once later today. Beaucoup.
Beaucoup. Au revoir. À bientôt.
Au
Au
revoir.
revoir.
À
À
bientôt.
bientôt.
Au revoir. À bientôt. To sound like a native speaker is so much more difficult. Enchanté, Charlotte. Je suis.
Suis.
It is restarted.
Au revoir, à demain.
You gotta understand that it's all like an agenda with Twitch because organic viewership is very like it's no mystery to me. I just don't know how to explain it. You know, like when you turn on the stream based on people's preferences or yada yada yada. Even though there's like millions of people out there, it really wouldn't be hard for you to like find more people just in a natural way. Like, oh, you turn on your stream and fucking there's someone browsing through Duolingo right now, you know? Like, that's just how it works. Like, with all these people, like, so, so yeah, I don't know. The algorithm is kind of a lie, but it also isn't.
Au revoir, à demain. Au
Au
revoir.
revoir. À
À
demain.
demain.
Demain. Domain. Ah, domain. Kona, brother. We only speak freedom around here.
Salut.
Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, no, because it's like I've done this for a long time.
Ça va bien.
And like mental health is super important because I went through a lot of like mental health stuff thinking like I could build a community and like I can find help or like support or some shit, you know? Like I didn't want to feel alone. But that didn't happen. I would like stream for endless hours, 8, 12 hours because I had the time. Like this was a long time ago. And I couldn't get anyone to like stick around or talk. So but like it didn't stop me from trying to like better myself, you know? Ça va bien? I am doing well. Ça va très bien. Et toi,
Et
Junior? On Skibidi Toilet, for real.
Au
For real,
revoir.
dog.
Bonne journée.
Because it's like I'm not trying to pretend to be somebody I'm not, you know? And it's just like I can only really be myself, and that's really what like my content is about. Because a majority of my life and even now, like people want me to be somebody else. People want like yeah, people want me to be someone who I'm not. And I'm like, no, dude, like all I am is who I am, and if you don't like that, that's your own issue. Like I have my own. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like we all have our own flaws and this and that, and a lot of people don't want to recognize that. Like I used to be such a like highly analytical person that I was feigning emotions, like, and then I realized this isn't healthy for me. And on top of the fact that I've had in high school, I had friends who like, yeah, you know, they got dark. Au revoir. Goodbye. Bonne journée. Fuck, where's the notebook? But now I'm able to deal with that better. Sure. Bonjourne. He's in your ass. Have a good day. Have a good day. That's good. That's really good. That's the type of I can't say I've never been offended, but for sure, like I take it really well, you know. I've been around a bunch of asshole personalities, and like, especially in my work life, when they make it a toxic work environment, they're like, "Oh, it's your fault." I'm like, "It's not my fault, dude." Like, you hear the shit these people are saying, and you're taking it out on me because, oh, I gotta pick on the smallest one, like the weakest one. Jokes on you, bitch. Like, I'm not that weak. I just feign that. I like people are so uncomfortable with me being like in my power and in my own presence. So I'm like, just let them be uncomfortable.
Chat.
Shot. Like you can't spare people the occupational hazard of living in a society is that your feelings are gonna get hurt, is that you're gonna be offended, like you're not gonna like something, and then just is what it is. Like you cannot fucking baby proof the fucking world, you know? We didn't get here by living this way either. Unfortunately, like a lot of things could change, but LMO, okay. Nah, because it's like you have your own culture and your own diversity, and you're not Spain. You're Portugal, you know? Like, that's what I don't like. Because in America, it's just America. Like, that's it. But the thing about America is that it's a giant melting pot. People constantly want to shove their, like, values and beliefs down your throat. And, like, sure, the marginalization of LGBTQ is one thing, but, like, I can't tolerate it when they're like when the topics or a lot of what they're quote unquote fighting for becomes like a very toxic thing to a society, indoctrinating children, making children believe that they are something they aren't, like the occupational hazard of it all. Yeah, yeah, kinda, you know, like every state is different. What's up, David? How you doing? California is known for being a shithole in itself, and that's where I'm at. And I'm like, well,
Homme.
um,
Bonjour. Chien. Fille. Oui, une fille.
because when people think of like when I ask you like, what do you think of yeah, Kalawoknia, exactly. That's the. It's funny because it's like there's people out here who give me the fucking creeps. David, si quieres hablar español está bien. I can read like lo puedo leer y lo puedo hablar. So yeah, like it's fine with me. No hay bronca aquí. Like soy mexicano, so en portugués. Oui, un filet. Yes, a daughter. Garçon.
Garçon. Je.
Je.
Chat.
Et.
Yo. Give me one quick second, guys. Hello? Hello? Salud, salud. La silla no me puedo responder. Se siguen yendo. But I was helping my friend out. Well, my neighbor with their car. ¿Cómo les va? Hago la mecánica de vez en cuando. Y por eso, pues, cuando la gente te necesita, nunca es a tu tiempo. But yeah, when people need you, it's never on your time, you know? Come.
Je.
Yo, what's up? Ofekin? Oh, did I pronounce your name right? Ofekin? No, it's okay. Sto bene, grazie. Just Ofek. Okay. Like I'm getting a little better with the French, but I can't have like full conversations. I have my little cheat sheets right here. But yeah, I was helping my neighbor out up the street with his car. It's one of the things I enjoy doing. So what is it? Yeah, English, French, Spanish. Sto bene, grazie. Tres idiomas. Aqua, you still here? Italiani. I heard the Italian people are mean. Not literally, like but et
Oui.
oui.
Femme.
Salut. Salut.
Bonjour.
Oh, okay. I have viewers hidden, so it's like I don't really know who's here and who isn't. He has a G37, and he's like, my car's smoking, so he was all worried because it's his only car. Olfik. Olfik, what languages do you know? Ça va bien? Merci à toi.
Au revoir, bonne soirée. Bonne.
Bon. Bon. Tudo bem? Is that Italian? Grazie. Yeah, grazie is fucking Italian. Merci.
U. E. A. E. Bonjour.
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 Now at Portuguese.
Bonjour,
How many languages do you know?
comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
U.
Ugh. Fucking America.
U.
Merci beaucoup, Marie.
Merci beaucoup, Marie. It's
Si.
it's picking up the. I have it on Whisper Plus. I have 3 settings on my microphone. Oh, okay. That's still really good. I tried learning Arabic and that did not sink in. I have Arabic on my arm though. Spanish is was my first language. Is my first language. English is my primary language, and I'm learning Korean and French. Korean makes my brain melt, which is why we're gonna do it second. Never a failure, always a lesson. Or lesson to be learned. It doesn't show really well because my room is so dark, but it's right here. Stay humble, hustle hard. I did this whole like pseudo religious thing
Si.
because I was like a super Christian in my early youth, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna go anywhere. Jesus don't want me, and my life turned into a fucking shithole. So outside of my personal life experience, it's okay. Because the accents could literally translate or change the whole meaning of the word or what you're trying to write. It got really confusing for me, which only added to the difficulty of like the pronunciation, the grammar. It really was like the ultimate overstimulant. Yeah, but it's the yeah. See, it's like long and short vowels. It was more towards like the written aspect of it all. I was trying to learn the well, yeah, I was trying to learn the language, and I was doing a lot of like spiritual reading, if you would, at the time, because this was like early 20s, just after graduating high school. If anything, I should have just been a monk. It would have been easier.
Si.
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 Oui, une fille. Oui, oui.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
the
Salut,
friend.
ça va?
Salut, ça va? Hi. How are you?
Un.
But yeah, like, cause the books behind me showcase a lot of what basically goes on inside my head, or like the thoughts. I have this whole section on like religion. I have a bunch on personal development, and I have a lot of cookbooks. That's more of where like my importance lies. Um, but I don't always get to make the recipes that I want. I just have to work with what I have. And it's a lot like my language learning.
Un. Yen. Un.
Uh, bonjour,
Bonjour.
pour bonsoir.
Bonne soirée.
No, because that's have a good evening.
Bonne soirée.
Good night.
Enchanté.
Enchanté. Come on, cheat sheet. I didn't write that down. Yeah, I did. Nice to meet you. Enchanté.
Au revoir, bonne journée.
But yeah, cause I like despite the fact I don't look 32, but I am 32. Theoretically speaking, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I lost a lot of my life because of COVID and blah blah blah, and I don't feel my age." And I'm like, "Nah, dude. None of that shit matters. My age is what it is. Like I was born. I'm not dead yet. Fucking there you go." But yeah, I used to be like this. Exactly.
Au revoir, bonne journée.
Au revoir. Bonne journée. Au
Au
revoir.
revoir, Marie, et bonne nuit.
À bientôt, Marie.
À bientôt, Marie. Bientôt. See you soon. I will do whatever it takes. Like it doesn't feel like cheating, you know. This isn't a test, and I don't have like any French people around me. And I used to do a very social job. Rebonjour? What does that even mean? Bonjour is like hello. What does adding the re in front signify? Hello again. Oh. Oh. Ça va très bien. Et toi?
Et
Means again. Okay. That's something to keep in mind. They're doing a lot of construction here, so right now they're cutting tile because they're fixing the bathroom. And I guess we got a plumber in the bathroom next door, or in the other garage. October badge. I got 8 hours. Fucking Duolingo. Don't you want to keep your number one spot? Practice some more. I'm like, what the fuck? Re.
Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Eddie is at the grocery store. A woman smiles at him. He smashes his shopping cart into some bananas, but tries to play it cool.
Eddie.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Eddie.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Eddie.
Et vous?
Et vous?
Je m'appelle Marie.
Je m'appelle Marie.
Enchanté,
Enchanté,
Marie.
Marie.
Marie smiles at Eddie. He nervously leans against a shelf and knocks down a bunch of soup cans.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Marie leans down and helps Eddie pick up the cans.
Their hands touch.
Très
Très bien.
Eddie panics, turns, and
Runs down the aisle.
Bonne journée?
Bonne journée. Eddie was too nervous to talk to Marie. That's right. Bonjour. Hello. Enchanté. Comment ça va? Et and vos? Like remove, yeah. Move. Well, that's to like take. The thing about English is that like reassign makes sense, you know, but reverb, no, because that also. But it's a like. I really like that I could wave my hand over my mic, and it mutes itself. Remove, yeah. Yeah. That's true. You know what's funny is that my social media gets like proliferated with a bunch of nonsense. And it just feels like it consciously wants to dumb me down to become this non-verbal fucking idiot. And I just can't agree with that.
Enchanté.
Yeah. Resolve does mean to solve it once and for all.
Eddie is at the grocery store. A woman smiles at him. He smashes his shopping cart into some bananas, but tries to play it cool.
Like resolution.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Eddie.
Because if it's like... You think it's...
Et vous?
But it's not. It's like the permanence of... To find a complete solution. Et vous?
Je m'appelle Marie.
Vous? I say vos because of fucking Spanish, French, or Spanish from Spain. Fuck, my brain.
Enchanté, Marie.
Marie smiles at Eddie. He nervously leans against a shelf and knocks down a bunch of soup cans.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Marie leans down and helps Eddie pick up the cans.
Their hands touch.
Très
Très
bien.
bien.
Eddie panics, turns, and
And
runs,
runs
down
down.
the aisle.
Is he getting married? Yeah.
Bonne journée.
You know, the moment I typed that, it hit me, and I was just like, this also means like screen resolution, like something that you see on a monitor or on something, you know, some electrical device. Je m'appelle. I should have written that down. Or is it just my name is? I don't think I wrote it down. What happened to David?
Ça va très bien. Et toi?
David, ¿dónde te saliste? Ça va très bien. Et toi? I call myself. That's what. Sometimes,
Bonjour, Paul.
sometimes I want to go along with that kind of thinking, but then in various occasions, my thinking has been incorrect. You know, there's a lot of So back to the social media thing. Like, there's a lot of social media posts that come up onto my feeds or my timelines or whatever you want to call them, and people were like the unnecessary need for language and this and that. But I'm like, language developed because we couldn't communicate. There's a lot of these like neo spiritualism where they're like, you're being lied to because language gets controlled and yada yada yada, and it's all to stop us from using fucking telepathy, mind to mind communication. But like, a person's mind can be so littered with stuff. And this is one thing, because in college, like, my college friends were super obsessed with that, and not me. I was like, I don't care about that, because like, people's minds can just be so gross. Just so fucking gross that like, I wouldn't want to be in someone else's head when I already got a bunch of bullshit in mine. And more importantly, like, we already miscommunicate, we already have like these issues, and we have fucking hundreds of languages. Even when you only speak one language, some person can do it better than the next. So it's like, what are they really trying to get at, you know? Sorry for the tangent.
Bonjour, Paul.
Bonjour, Paul.
Merci, Paul.
It's just,
Bonsoir, Marie. Ça va?
yeah, because it's just like, critical thinking skills are something that you can't necessarily be given. Um, I mean, you can. There's a lot of critical thinking involved in various parts of life, but when you stop thinking critically, you kind of let someone else do the thinking for you. And even if your thinking is wrong, it would still be better that you do your own thinking, that let someone else do the thinking for you. Bonjour,
Bonjour,
Melly.
Marie.
No, night, au revoir, means goodbye, à demain, see you later, comment, how. I'm interested, like, the beauty of Duolingo, because you know, if you like go to most people's streams, they only want you to speak English. For me, that's not like a necessity. Sure, it's cool, but like, say there's other people in my channel who, like you, speak multiple languages, and let's say English isn't your strongest language, I'm not gonna force you to like Google Translate everything just so you can be a part of my community. If there's someone who speaks the same language as you and you guys want to have a conversation in here, as long as you're being civil or like you're not like racist or slanderous or whatever. Like, it's totally fine with me. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, you guys are having a conversation. You're communicating with someone you probably would have never like talked to if you didn't come to my channel. Like, I'm trying to build these kinds of like interconnected uh friendships or relationships. Yeah, exactly. And I find it super interesting when there's someone who's different from me because that means I can learn something. I can open myself up to a whole new world simply because someone speaks another language than I do. Exactly. And it's primarily like a very English based language kind of thing. And even though English is my primary language, it's not my first language. Spanish, I was going to say Spanglish. Spanish is. So it just allows me to relate to more people. And the reason I'm like this is because I've always felt like very disconnected from people, and that I've always had a hard time relating to other people. So, because I've rarely had like real long term like friendships and stuff like that. I've had some relationships, but like my longest relationship was 4 years. But it's not the same thing. It wasn't based on just a language. We shared a bunch of other stuff, and it was just like a healthy, harmonious thing that ultimately like met its end. Salut, Maui, enchanté. No, 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 no. Wait, yeah, no, right? Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Ça va bien? Would that be ça va? How are you? Comment ça va? Oh, yeah. It would tell me, it would be like, yeah, but because how is also comment, like I missed a grammar word.
Très bien. Et toi?
But yeah, like, because I've noticed that, like, if another person speaks, like, if they speak their primary language, they're more open to allowing other native speakers to come in, even if not everyone in the chat knows it. It's not like Twitch couldn't implement some like auto translate thing where you like click a tab and then it opens a little sub tab, but it just takes more coding and stuff. Maybe I feel like it would have told me it was directly wrong because how is in the question. Salut.
Salut, comment? Ça va?
Because then it would just be like, hi, are you? Salut, ça va? Like, hi, are you? And then you would put like someone's name. I feel like that's a state like a question that you're asking someone like that you don't know or you're unfamiliar with. Salut, ça va, Paul? Like, you're asking if they're Paul. Hmm. Oh, okay.
Oui. Et toi?
Ça va bien.
Ça va bien. Yeah. Comment ça va? Yeah, because without that, it's just, it's like como. Yeah. Or come in Italian. Hmm.
Oui, Marie.
I'm gonna. Ah, the intrusive thoughts.
Oui, Marie.
Bonjour. Well, I don't have that key on my keyboard and I don't know how to do it, so pay attention to the accents. I don't have that key on my keyboard. I don't even know how. I don't know the code for it either. So joke's on you, Duolingo. Wait. Oui. Yeah. Merci. I'm cooking myself. See, it's because I got the internet, not the international. I put a Korean keyboard on my phone, and like I gotta learn the Korean alphabet a lot better. Who the fuck is on my network? The Hangul. Let me look that up. There it is. It did the thing. It didn't do the thing last time. Oh yeah, but I have a limited use. Um, correct. I need to learn more of it. That way I become fluent. And the hard part is like the way they're said isn't necessarily stuck in my mind completely. Good evening. Fucking ça va. It won't even let me do it. I don't have a full keyboard. Bonsoir. Cause it has the double vowels. I have like once I guess I don't know when I'm gonna pivot to that, but once I do, maybe my router needs some updating. I don't know. I have wanted to buy a new router. Like I can recognize parts of the alphabet, but then when like K for example, or T or B and P, like they use some of the similar characters, but once it translates into a word, the character can change, but it still means the same thing. That's where it confuses me. Like I will misconstrue it or I'll read it wrong. Tongue and N two. Oh. Ah. My back.
Au revoir, bonne soirée.
Au revoir, bonne soirée. Au revoir. I think so. I don't think it's because I'm learning two languages at once. I think it's because my memory retention, like retaining certain things, is like selective. I don't know how true all of that is for me. It is exactly, but the fuck? Who's got a Bitcoin? Who's got a Bitcoin they want to let me hold on to? Oh, that would make more sense. Hard G is K. Makes more sense. Uh, bonne
Oui,
nuit.
Paul.
Bonne nuit.
Salut. Bonne journée.
Salut. Bonne journée. Merci
Merci
beaucoup.
beaucoup. Paul.
They're trying to trick me with the trick. Yeah, no worries, Oaken. I appreciate the lurk. That means a lot. As long as you don't mute this stream, but like just from the tab, that keeps you as a viewer.
Au revoir.
Thanks for stopping by.
Merci beaucoup.
Bonne soirée. À demain. Salut.
Salut.
Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Bonjour Marie, enchanté. À bientôt, Paul.
Night. Enchanté.
Bienvenue.
It is one word.
Salut. À demain. Salut. Bonne soirée.
low latency mode is kind of ass. I'm dropping frames.
아이스크림.
Ice cream. I have coffee, but it's not doing it for me.
화이트,
Height.
파리 아파트.
My boy probably went to sleep. Feel free to join our Discord. My Discord, whatever. Okay, stream is still up. I hope you're having a good day, Rug. I don't know what the hell is going on with my computer today. Maybe it's not my computer. Maybe it's Spectrum. If you have 7 TV. It's probably Spectrum. Jeez. How bad can my internet service get? Wow. I'm currently trying to learn Korean, and I'm writing it down. So if you see my tilting my head down, it's because I'm writing everything down in a notebook. And Spectrum is booty. Thank you for the follow, Rug. Like it. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I didn't get any sound alerts, none of that. So I do apologize if I missed your follow.
홈 모니터. 홈 모니터.
It's so much louder in my ears than it is like coming through the desktop audio. That sucks. I wish I would have checked that all my sound alerts and everything was working. The one good thing about this morning is that I've had more people engage in chat than I have in my history of streaming. Actually, give or take. Give or take. The reason I have my sub button is because I used to play innocuous MMOs that I didn't enjoy, but like it got people watching, you know, and I want to repeat the same process, but with things I do enjoy. So, welcome. 7TV is having maintenance. Sound alerts are up. I have to check all this stuff because it booted me out. So I am sorry for that. W Jiffa, let's go. That's my streamer. That's my streamer. Pawn. Monitor. I can't do mobile. Warpath. Plus gifties. Plus gifties. Guys, if you see me streaming Raid Shadow Legends, just know I got bills to pay. Pawn. And I hope you don't think anything less of me for doing what I have to. Honestly, I can't write. Phone. Guys, gals, ladies, and germs. Theys and thems. If you speak another language, that's not a problem.
Telefon.
I just have to make sure all my stuff is working, you know? Trying to remember where all my emotes and stuff are at. So do forgive me. Whatever. I'm gonna run a quick... Oh, no. Pre-rolls are disabled, which means they already ran.
Telefon.
Relax. Can I get some fine tip ballpoint pens? Cause goddamn.
Copy.
Copy. Has anyone seen Culinary Class Wars on Netflix? That's the type of shit I wanted to do. My barber asked if I have considered going back to school, and I told him yeah. I just don't know how successful I'll be at coding and programming.
Patty.
Patty. The reason I'm looking down is because I'm writing everything down. Don't be afraid to say hello. Hello. I was trying to add this cute hollow emote with the squirrel, but 7TV is doing maintenance. Hansel's, I gotta give you VIP, dude, and I gotta make bit badges. Chat, what do you recommend I make my bit badges as? I got the whole like Sharingan thing for emotes, which is nice. And I need to like make incentives for you to want to be here. As well as like figuring out ways to like give back as I continue to grow.
Suivant.
Jiffa! Jiffa's on the front page of Stream Elements.
Philadelphia.
What did you say? Oh, Philadelphia. 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 Philly! Philadelphia. Show them where to love at. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I miss Mac Miller, dude. I miss Easy Mac with the cheesy raps.
화이트 헤어.
아이스크림.
Ice.
커피, 콜라.
Duolingo.
폰 모니터.
Ice. Tea.
I think I get it. I'm not sure.
화이트 골드.
White gold. This is I feel like compared to French, this is far more extensive even though the exercises for French seem so much more difficult. It's almost as if Duolingo knows that the Latin-based languages come out easier for me. Gold. diamond.
다이아몬드.
There ain't no secret here, buddy. Fucking telepathy. You got so much to hide. So, bish.
베르인, 도쿄,
If your
파리.
good Lord is up on high, then he gave me this mind, this body, and this spirit. Ugh. Ain't nothing to hide. Sorry. I'm letting the intrusive thoughts win. Be sure to stay hydrated. Renegade Wonder. RNG. 1. The Wasteland. I'm really influenced by Hunter x Hunter. But my Discord is known as the Black Hearts Club. Which by all means is kind of cool. If you're into cars, photography, Yu-Gi-Oh, feel free to join the Discord.
베르인, 도쿄, 파리.
Tokyo? Chicago.
실버.
Oh, silver. Chicago.
시카고.
Boston.
보스턴.
Princeton.
프린스턴.
블랙폰,
What up, Akwi? Where'd you run off to?
블랙폰,
Duolingo.
듀오링고,
Party.
파티, 티, 아메리카노,
Americano. You had me worried. I thought one of your e-boys took you. I'm sorry. He's out there having all these people confess their undying love to him. Probably. I just wanted to let you know I wasn't born with a funny bone. It ain't safe in these streets.
아파트 키.
Key. There's key and then there's key. Sheet. I think the mellow music really helps. What level? Are you still on level 18 or 19?
텔레비전 위.
Wait, what?
텔레비전 위.
This right here. Television. On the television. This right here, this last part. 17. Okay.
부교
Television we. I should have written that one down, but I don't understand the sentence structure for it.
프린스턴 듀오링고
Welcome to the chillest channel on the internet, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. Feel free to be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
아이스 아이스
Is that really how you spell it? Is it the same thing? I bet.
시카고, 보스턴, 프린스턴.
Oh, you said vacation was over. What do you Are you like... Is this like college or like high school?
시카고, 보스턴,
Ah.
프린스턴.
I love you so. Private school. What are you studying?
실버,
Or is it a multiple choice kind of study? Berlin.
아파트,
No.
베를린.
Boy. You just keep spoofing. Well, no, he does just run to the button, so. What'd you do yesterday? Since I didn't fucking stream. That means you're not in
아이스 아메리카노.
You're not in Portugal anymore?
화이트 다이아몬드
실버키,
You're above the equator. It's probably cold as fuck over there right now.
실버키.
Is there any nice places in Switzerland? Probably. In Roblox chat? What, you don't go outside? Well, when temperatures get fucking low, I'm sure it's really nice in the summer. Like, super nice in the summer.
아이스크림,
Ice cream. Because of like midsummer? Or, yeah, midsummer or whatever. Somar. My writing is ass. Your room specifically? Sounds about right. I'd like to renovate my room. I'm gonna paint the door. The inside of the door is gonna be black. The outside of the door is gonna stay white. And then I'm probably gonna paint my room like some kind of blue, like a light blue, or something like that. Bro, that just sounds like depression. Not to say you're wrong for it, but if I could go back in time and make a better choice when buying my bed, I would.
블랙,
Poulet, black.
블랙. 골드,
Boston,
시카고. 보스턴, 시카고,
Philadelphia,
필라델피아.
party.
아이스 파티.
My bed is like, it's alright, but like, if I got a slightly softer mattress, because it's too firm, like, I would be rocking it. I'd sleep so fucking heavenly, but I don't have time for that. I just gotta work. Work and make more money. Key,
키,
pawn,
파티,
party,
파리,
party,
폰,
pawn, hair,
hair,
Berlin,
베를린,
pawn,
폰,
monitor,
모니터,
poulet,
블랙, 듀오링고,
no,
파티,
ice,
커피,
coffee. Wow. That's crazy. There we go. I know my shit's gonna get muted, but like, it's so fucking worth it. Like, I've been listening to the music this whole time, and it's been coming out super low. So I tilpa,
실버, 다이아몬드,
Philadelphia, ice,
아이스,
Americano,
아메리카노,
Tokyo,
도쿄,
party,
파리,
party. I'm pretty sure the game doesn't know that. Maybe, but I doubt it. Those are the type of analytics that someone who has too much time on their hands would do, you know? The child's television.
예. 아예.
Aye. Would I need to put the...
아파트.
No, this right here. Fuck, I wish I ran the ad beforehand. Remember, if you don't like ads, feel free to temporarily sub. If you have a Prime sub, thanks for using it on me. It just allows me to be more consistent. I'm pretty sure it should just be a minute or something like that. Like, I don't remember how long. I'll have to check that.
노래, 텔레비전.
This right here. Does it go here? It doesn't go there. Okay. Child. Where's the in this? Right here.
티, 아이스. 티,
How long are the ads? Did it fix itself? It like loaded up so quickly. It didn't. Oh, ad block. Well, pre-rolls are gone. It's just because I try to keep them at a minimal, but like, fucking, it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's usually like cents, if that. I'm gonna have to deal with this bullshit later. I keep wanting to add emotes. Copy.
커피,
Cola. That isn't one I have on here.
보스턴, 블랙, 콜라,
How long was your flight from Switzerland to, or from Portugal to Switzerland? Not bad. I thought it would be longer.
아메리카노,
Princeton.
프린스턴. 듀오링고.
Holy. I should get up and stretch or like work out or something. Don't forget to drink water, chat.
시카고, 프린스턴, 보스턴, 프린스턴,
I wouldn't mind learning kendo. I've been trying to swing my fucking wooden swords behind me over here in the morning. Well, I've been doing more than trying, but you know. 6, 7, 8. You're not gonna die. Maybe a little bit of you, but not entirely, you know? Ugh, my legs. Like, I did squats the other day, and my legs fucking hurt. And I'm like, I just gotta do them again, because it's like... Before, I could do them and my legs wouldn't hurt. Now, they're like, oh, we're fucking at the end of our rope over here.
왜,
Wait. Wait. Wait.
왜,
We're gonna write it down in the history books. How many deaths out of those 160 something thousand have they contributed to your on that level? Quit.
괴,
Quit. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. 80,000. Oh, wait, but you need like... This one is out of 100 and... You did the math the other day. We...
위,
Oh, yeah. Fuck statistics.
뼈,
票
자,
价 I'm pretty sure I have them somewhere else. Piao. Ja. I really need a better pen that doesn't bleed through my fucking paper too.
위, 개,
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna practice the alphabet because that's what I really need to do. Try and memorize it. That is if Roblox doesn't force close on you when you're at school.
위,
I've done that before. I would like there was this 2D 2.5D MMO I used to play. And they had this thing called the training ground where you would level up the skills. The higher the skill, the slower the percentage you got per training it. And like in the training ground, it wasn't the same as IRL gameplay. Like every time you use a skill in the training ground, you need to use it for an allotted amount of time. So it kind of like bots itself versus when you're playing the game and every time you use it, it gives you an accrued amount of XP. And I would leave it thinking, oh yeah, fucking my shit's leveling up. And I'd get home and crashed, or you were disconnected from the server because there was a maintenance, or this or that, and I was like, fuck this shit. Ka.
K.
K. Sa.
Chi.
Shi. Yeah, it was so frustrating. Mind you, like, it's, you have the ability to jump. All those skills are point and click. There's no like direct skill shot kind of thing. There's like a trajectory. Like, there's a set animated space, and if they are in between said space, like, you hit them. But if they're just outside of it, you don't. But you're clicking and you're aiming off the skill, which is in a singular direction, but it follows, you know, it pivots, but you can only do it one way as you're fucking moving it. So all the really good players would be able to fucking manipulate it multiple times because it was based off stamina and all this other shit. It's not a recommended game for Twitch because it allows in-game gamba.
Que. Ni.
Nui.
We.
Wet.
Sa.
Wet. Let's hope so. I hope it's this stream. Oh,
We. Che. Go. Pe. Che. Go.
cool.
Go. Go. Che.
Nope.
Pe. Che. Go.
This is why writing stuff down is important. Plus, I thought I had that written down. Wait, not the same thing. Oh, because of the abridge. Okay, that makes more sense.
We.
Wah.
Wa. Wa.
Same thing. It's the abridge. Maybe Jung is correct. Maybe Korean is easy. One of the easiest languages to learn. I got some choice words for that guy.
Wa. We.
You know, the music sounds really loud, but I know it isn't because my voice overpowers the music, so...
Ye.
Yeah.
Do. Vi. Hi. Ye.
But it's so loud in my fucking ear holes. And there's no point in lowering it from my desktop because then it just makes it lower on stream.
Ke. Go. Go.
Quah. 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 Chi.
气
Sa.
洒 也多
Ki.
Ki
Ki. Whoa. Brother.
我我我我
Guo. 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 W-O. Guo. Guo. Hua.
华
Hua. Wait.
华华华
Hua. 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 Hua.
华
That's the difficulty. The P and the B, they sound almost similar. Almost the same. The similarities is obvious. What?
会 会 구
I feel like I've written this down before. Chet.
过过我
Maybe I will be.
过구
This will be the stream where you get to level 1 in 18. Level 18. Do you have turbo? Or just add blockage?
为
Wait. Cho. Fire blast. Che. 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 That's how I just don't know how to say it. I have nothing. You just like are ad free? Without you, a part of me.
切切
Sweat.
끝 왜
Good. Cut. I'm gonna confuse myself.
왜 와 와
It sounds so low. Ba. Ba. Wa. Ba. Wa. Wa. Wa.
와 왜
Wait. What?
过
The Roblox game? No. I would have to like put that up on the screen, spoof it, and then play something else. So I'd basically have to do two categories at the same time. That wouldn't be bad, cause like I could pop open RuneScape and like put it somewhere in the corner of the screen and like do that, but fine. I don't even have a Roblox account. Oh, letters. Yeah, see, look. I don't have enough of this. Meat. Me.
么
Mo.
매,
Me.
다, 다, 아,
Da. So I'm just making excuses? Is that it?
오,
Ooh. Oh. Oh, wait. The U sound is the O sound.
Okay.
The O sound is the U sound.
개, 가, 나, 에, 개, 에, 나, 에, 개,
Where is that on my... Oh, it was this one. It was 4. Oh.
아, 두,
2.
다, 우,
Ah, it abridges upwards. Fuck me.
소개,
Suge.
소개,
Ah! I'm glad you can't see that.
우버, 오가, 오바, 우거, 우버, 우거, 우버,
The page. Ubo. $15 156,000. Guesso.
가서,
Gaso.
가사, 개사, 개서,
Guesso. Guesso. Guesso.
사계,
Sage. Sage. I love how loud this shit got in my fucking ears all of a sudden. Fuck's sakes, that was ah. The fastest 30 minutes ever. What up? Dubu? D-U-I-B-O-O. How's it going? How art thou?
보다 바다 보다
Boda. How are you today? Boda. Excellent. That's great to hear, actually. I'm glad you're having an excellent day. Wait, what? That's dark. Awkward.
바다 바다
Bada. Bada. Bada.
사다
Sada. I'm trying to learn the Korean alphabet at the moment. Vowels and consonants, double vowels. More importantly, how to pronunciate them. Still, well, I mean, maybe it just doesn't want you to, or maybe it wants you to suffer, because I know that's a thing. So, how do I say your name? Dubo? Dubu? D-U-I? It's like Dewey. Dewey Boo? But that doesn't sound right. I would like to say your name correctly. I think statistically, it just wants you to suffer. Swear, if you get this right. Dubu.
두부
G-E. GA. Don't kink shame the game. Sounds like a sounds like a player error. I have to go by rice. Yo. Doll. Just, you know, using my sixth sense. But also, it's because I'm thinking about rice. Rice is like a staple for me.
오,
It's a
개, 가, 나, 가, 어, 가, 어, 가, 에, 도, 다, 오,
Do. Do.
소개,
Suge.
소개,
Sada. Soge. Ge. So. Soge. Cool. Oh, the letters are so much more difficult than the actual language learning. It is an AFK game. I don't know how to use spoof it though. Actually, well, no, because then all I need to do is like put it in some corner, like blocking the mini map or whatever. I'm gonna run ads really quick, I guess. I don't know when pre-rolls are gonna pop back on, so I'm just gonna run them. They're a minute compared to whatever. What are you doing? Playing AFK Arena? I'm gonna run a 60-second ad, so because I don't know when pre-rolls are gonna pop back on, and this delays pre-rolls. But I also can't poop in a minute. But even if I had to go to the bathroom, which I kind of do. We're gonna pivot to League of Legends. But before I do that, I will be right back. I'm gonna leave you guys with a YouTube cooking thing because I really have to go to the bathroom, and the coffee, like, Baba Yaga. You need to romanticize the process. My YouTube shows like a lot about me. Pierce DeVale, Tony. This is Tony Perry, Vic Fuentes, Jamie Picado. I really do have to go to the bathroom, but we're gonna pivot to League of Legends. I just have to go to the fucking bathroom. It ended. The what? What did? The Adge? I hope so. Dude, it turned pre-rolls back on. Oh no, pre-rolls are off. Cool. What looks tastier? Almost at 160,000. It's really just because I have to go to the bathroom. Like, if I leave, people leave. Like, sweet and sour pork, since we're studying Korean. Frenchina? Oh, don't do this.
Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of Arcade with Alvin, where today we're going to be making the sweet and sour.
I will be right back. I'm going to make this bigger.
In the game, the dish's description is as follows. The because of its sweet and sour and crispy taste. The dish is very popular with children and also known as
I will be right back.
by the people. Perhaps the heartfelt smile of happiness on the children's faces when they taste the sweetness.
If you need me, ping me on Discord. I will have my phone with me.
Now, I can agree with this. As a kid, I loved eating this, both the American and the Chinese traditional style. And today, we're going to be doing both.
I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this episode and supporting the BCU from the very beginning. I'm excited to announce my new website, babi.sh, or as I like to call it, babby.sh. The ultimate destination for all things BCU. There's all the recipes from my videos, exclusive new recipes. You can search by genre or ingredient. You can even toggle between US and metric and scale the serving size. We heard your feedback about everything you wanted from the site, so that's what we did. You can get 10% off your first Squarespace order by visiting squarespace.com/babish.
The recipe from the game states that this is made with 4 raw meat, 4 flour, 1 premium gold incense oil, and 1 sweet and sour sauce. Now, the description of this oil states that it's an advanced ingredient used to cook special dishes, and it's an extremely rare seasoning with an unrivaled aroma that fills your nose once the bottle is uncorked. Now, to me, this almost sounds like truffle oil, so that's exactly what we got. We're going to transfer this into a similarly ornate bottle so that we can match the game as close as we can and get started on the game recipe. I'm going to heat a good amount of this oil in a pan, and while that's getting hot, I'm going to dip just some cut up pork loin in flour, and once that's all ready to go, I'm going to pan fry these little slices until they're nice and golden brown. Now, truffle oil is more of a finishing oil. It's not really used to cook, but what happens when you start cooking with it is that a lot of its delicate aromas do go away. So if you do want to just make sure that all that intense flavor is not as intense, you can turn on the heat a little bit, which is what we're doing here. Once these pork slices are ready to go, they're going to be drained, and then we're going to finish by adding in sugar and black vinegar, which is what comprises the sweet and sour sauce according to the game. Once that has nice and sticky and reduced, I'm going to toss back in the pork until it is glazed all over, and then I'm going to serve that on a plate. Now let's give this a taste. Hey, for a dish that only has 4 ingredients, no seasoning, no marination, and no real instructions, this is actually pretty good, especially if you put a little bit of salt on it. It's a nice little snack that Tony and I finished off camera. But I really want to get to those more built-out recipes, so here we go. First, we're going to start with the American-style sweet and sour pork, a dish that you might find at Chinese-American takeout places, something that's a crowd favorite no matter where you go. First, I'm going to break down this whole pork shoulder. It has skin and bone on it, so I have to make sure to remove those. Once that's all done, I'm going to take the meat and cut them into little chunks, making sure that they're not too thick, but I'm not being too careful with the sizing because these end up getting fried in batter and sauce, and that's all delicious to me. Now, first we're going to have to take this pork and mix it with a marinade. For our 1 pound of pork shoulder, I'm going to combine 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 garlic clove that has been minced, half an inch of ginger that also has been minced, half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Once that's all nice and ready to go, that's going to get saran wrapped and put in the fridge to refrigerate for at least 15 to 30 minutes. While the pork marinates, I'm going to prepare our vegetables for this. Now, typically you'd find things like green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and onion inside a takeout style American sweet and sour pork. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these into approximately 1-inch pieces, both lengthwise and widthwise, because we need to sort of match the end size of the pork. And from my memory, it's kind of these big chunks that kind of hold up in all that sauce and frying. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Then we're also going to mince up 1 garlic clove and another ½ inch of ginger. Okay, probably the most important part of the recipe is the sauce. Now for this sauce, we're going to use ½ cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of white vinegar, 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of ketchup, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of oyster sauce, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. A recipe that both involves American and Chinese components, from things like the ketchup to things like the oyster sauce. And I believe that sweet and sour pork is usually kind of a little reddish when you look at it in the food court, and I think that comes from the ketchup, which both adds a nice sense of flavor from the tomato, some sweetness, and some sourness. So I think that works perfectly. Alright, our pork is marinated for about 30 minutes or so, into which we're going to toss a little bit more cornstarch to give it that batter, crusty-like feel before it goes into the fryer, adding a total of about 3 more tablespoons worth. Next, we're going to move these little pork slices into frying in a 350-degree oil bath. Just going to fry these one at a time until they're nice and crispy and golden brown on the outside. Single fry here, not doing any double fry techniques because this is going to get sauced eventually. Once these fry, they're going to go out onto a tray lined with a rack and some paper towels to drain, and I just want to appreciate these little craggly bits. In a lot of Chinese cooking, we use cornstarch to fry rather than flour, or at least a mix of it, because cornstarch doesn't have gluten, so that when it fries, it interacts with liquids such as marinades or bases. It doesn't really develop that toughy, gluten-y structure that can absorb a lot of the liquid later on, so you kind kind of end up with a drier, craggly looking fried result, which is what this is. Okay, on to more stir fry action. We're going to use a large wok, heat up some more of that golden oil that we have from before, and saute our vegetables until they've gotten a little bit of color on the edges. Then we're going to also add in a cup of these pineapple tidbits from the can that we got the juice from, because that's going to add some nice sweetness and some color and some flavor. Once that's all ready to go, I'm going to add in the sauce that we had from earlier and get that reducing and coating all the vegetables. Once it's simmered for about 3 minutes or so, I'm going to add in a cornstarch slurry just to tighten and thicken that sauce up. Once that is bubbly and starting to look pretty good, then goes in all of the pork slices that we fried up earlier, tossing and turning until everything is nice and glazed and shiny. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward technique, kind of a home-style American Chinese version of sweet and sour pork that you could find in restaurants and food courts. I think this looks pretty good. Now we must eat this with rice, because on its own it is still a little sweet and sour, so we have some rice that we steamed off to the side, and yeah, our American-style sweet and sour pork is ready to consume. Very good. Tastes almost exactly like the one you get from the restaurant, but just a little fresher because we just made it now, and just overall a crowd favorite, as can be seen by everybody that came down to the studio and ate a lot of it. Now this version is quite good and will do the job if you want sweet and sour pork, but my favorite version of sweet and sour pork is the Chinese version of the dish called tang cu li ji, which almost translates directly into sugar, vinegar, and li ji, which is a certain cut of the pork that is more like a tenderloin. Now this cut is often used in this dish because of its tender quality, so once it fries up, even though it has a crispy outside, the middle stays soft. But I really liked Chef Wang Gang's recipe where he actually uses loin meat instead of tenderloin meat. First by cutting the loin into pretty thin slices, and to emulate the tenderness of tenderloin, because if you can't find it or if it's a little bit more expensive, he uses a hatching technique where he uses a cleaver and cuts pretty deeply, but not all the way through each piece of meat. It's almost like a Hasselback pattern, really tightly close to each other. And then he rotates the piece of meat 90 degrees and cuts little strips, so that way each piece of pork has little hatches cut into it, which makes it a little bit more tender and also increases the surface area for both sauce and batter absorption. After I've done this for about a pound of pork loin or so, then I'm going to go ahead and make some scallion garlic water. Now this is also a very fun technique that you might not have seen. Sometimes the flavor of scallion and garlic can be quite harsh, especially when minced up. And when dealing with a large amount of food, it's not really easy to get that flavor mixed in if you just use the vegetable itself. So what we're gonna do is take the side of a Chinese cleaver, smash the garlic really down, and also smash some scallions. Just kind of break it up, no chopping necessary, and throw that into some water. Then I'm gonna use my hand to kind of mix that around a bit, to almost emulsify this, to mix this and coax out the juices from both the scallion and the garlic into the water. And after squeezing that and sieving that, we now have the garlic scallion water, a nice refreshing seasoning used for a lot of dishes, almost used to take away the gaminess of meat, but also to infuse the essence of freshness of these vegetables. We're going to use half of this water to coat the pork because a lot of Chinese cuisine does involve adding some sort of degamifying liquid to raw meat that's been prepared, such as cooking wine, but in this case, garlic and scallion water. It kind of helps the freshness a bit and prepares it for the next level of seasoning that we're about to do. Now, instead of making a batter directly into the pork, we're going to make this batter separately. So, in a bowl, I'm going to add in 80 grams of potato starch and 50 grams of cornstarch. I'm going to slowly drizzle in some water and mix that together until it is somewhat the consistency of really tough Play-Doh or wet sand if you break it up. Then I'm going to slowly add a quarter cup of vegetable oil slowly to this mixture, and once that's all combined, it should almost resemble kinetic sand, where if you combine it together, it stays together, but the moment you let go, it kind of oozes and pools away. I like to think of it as almost fresh mozzarella that's slightly warm. Once this little ball is ready, that is going to go directly onto the top of our pork, and then we're going to mix it in, and the water from the scallion and the garlic plus the pork should help that turn this into a batter. Now this sauce is going to be very different than the one from the American style. For this sauce, we're going to combine 160 grams of sugar, 6 grams of cooking wine, 8 grams of white vinegar, 15 grams of rice vinegar, 1 garlic clove that has been minced, and about 100 grams of soy sauce, kind of adjusting that to taste how salty you want it. The sweet and sour for this recipe purely comes from sugar and vinegar. There's no ketchup, there's no pineapple juice, so this sauce is definitely a little bit more on the brown side, which is a clear color distinction between the two dishes. Once that's ready, we're going to fill up our wok with oil and then bring it outside to heat up on a wok burner. Once the oil has reached about 350 degrees or so, we're going to go ahead and fry each one of these pork slices that has been battered, cooking them in the oil until they're nice, golden, and crispy. Pretty simple. Taking them out, letting them drain on a tray with some paper towels and a rack, repeating the whole process until every single piece of pork has been fried to a nice golden brown perfection. Then we're going to drain the hot oil from the wok very carefully, and while there's still a little bit of the oil coating the wok, we're going to add in the rest of our scallion garlic water and our sauce and stir that around until it has started to boil violently. Then we're going to add in a cornstarch slurry using judgment and making sure that it is not too thick but also not too thin, adding in a bit by bit until it's ready for the pork. Then I'm going to toss in all these pork slices at once, throw that around, do some tossing until it's nice and glazed, and finish with a little bit more of that premium gold incense oil, which should hopefully add a nice little truffle flavor to the final dish. Now that we're back inside, I'm going to finish plating this up with a sprinkle of sesame seeds and, for some color and flavor, just a little bit more chopped scallions right on top. Now this version of sweet and sour pork, the traditional Chinese style, is heavily inspired by Chef Wang Gang's dish called Tang Cu Li Ji, a dish that I grew up with, mostly eaten at restaurants and always liked because, well, what kind of kid doesn't love fried stuff that's a little bit sweet and a little bit sour? And the game was correct. Eating this dish did put a smile on my face. Now, let's give this a try, with rice, of course. I like this version a lot more compared to the American one. There's nothing wrong with the American one, but for something that tastes a little bit more complex, a little bit deeper, and doesn't rely as much on too much sugar to kind of carry the flavor of the dish, I like how craveable this thing is. There's a lot of vinegar and a little bit of sugar to kind of counter that. There's a certain Chinese saying that kind of talks about how sourness in a dish can press down on the sweetness, and the sweetness is also pressing down on the sourness, and it's so delicious it kind of makes the rice go down really quick. 下饭 is kind of what they say, where when you eat this kind of dish, all you want is a bowl of rice to make that go down, and this is exactly that kind of dish. What's interesting is that ketchup is actually used in a lot of Chinese kitchens for sweet and sour dishes now, but you'll still find traditional ways of using just vinegar and sugar for a lot of things, and I think for this dish, it is definitely one of the best. There's a little bit less remaining in this one compared to the American style one, but hey, everybody went home with a little bit of each, and all was good that day.
Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. From websites to online stores to domains to analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build your online presence. All of my websites over the years have been with Squarespace, and I'm excited to share the new one, babi.sh. We were able to use Squarespace's website builder and custom integrations to create a site that provides a powerful cooking experience. If you want to try Squarespace for yourself, you can start your...
All right, sorry it took me so long. I have to like walk upstairs and stuff. That's pretty funny. Thanks, Mom, for sponsoring this video. Back to the jams. We are actually going to pivot to League of Legends. League of Pain. Pange. I do not play Valorant. Thankfully, I can stream a little longer than I normally do. I got my work schedule as well, so... Dope. Yeah, I start my orientation on Tuesday, and my boss said it was alright for me to come in a little late, which is nice. They allowed me to go in a little later than normally. You guys ready for this top tier iron gameplay? If I knew how to do chapters, cause W boss indeed, yeah. Because I talked to them Thursday or Friday, and I was like, hey, I have this orientation, and it's overlapping, and I'd rather show up a little later than leave early. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's fine, because they need me when closing is, but they don't necessarily, like, you know? Draft before ranked. I need to. I haven't eaten lunch. And I have to do my dishes. Whatever. I'll figure out how to do rolls and stuff. I don't know. Why the gin ban? Gin's not even strong. Nah, comfy socks are essential, bro. What you got against comfy socks? I need to play my strongest champions, I guess. No, that's different. Plus, you're in Switzerland. It's cold as fuck. What are you gonna do? Like, wear ankle socks and be like, yeah. I'm a man. I'm a real man. Me and my ankle socks. Like Pinocchio? Ah, not the Teemo support. Just a singular message, huh? I gotta make sub badge, bit badges. What do you think I should make the bit badges as? I've been thinking about that, and my brain is like melting. I'm glad it's just the 1 minute ads are better than the pre-rolls because the pre-rolls can be like X amount of time. I've been trying to rack my brain. I'm like, what could I make the bit badges? Because I have to make 5. I have to make up to 10K. And like, I guess they could go along with my sub badges, but that's like all Naruto stuff. I don't know anime shit. You don't watch anime or what? Does anime watch you? Brother. There we go. What do you watch? Fursona content? I should make that a goal. If we get 5 subs, I'll take the Fursona personality test. So is that a no on the Fursona personality test? Aurelia mid. Yeah, Timo top. Galio support. We have Ivern. Please don't. No way. Why did you do your W? I think I need a new mouse or a better mouse. But this Viper is no longer $30. That's crazy. League can run it on a potato, but here my FPS is like taking a shit. And if I lock it, it's the same thing. Maybe I should get that, because then I could put it right here. I can put it in the corner of the screen. The Roblox game that you play? What? What are they doing? That confuses me. What's up? How's the Lulu like zoning this Galio? Is it because he's melee? That's not uncommon anymore. I wish women fell for me more than guys. That's a true statement as well. Like, you don't know how much that hurts my little soul. Yeah, but IRL. No, I mean it. That's like, for me, it's cruel and unusual punishment, because it's like American women or Western women just try to act so masculine, and I'm like, that takes away from like being a woman. But that's my yeah, right, boy. Wow. I think you could just look at it on the bright side, like someone likes you, you know? Maybe a little too much, but they like you. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Lulu. That's true. You know what? I used to feel like that when I was in college. Like, I didn't like that. But now, because it got to a point where it became harassment and they don't view it as that. And now it's still like something similar where they're like, oh, I can like make you convert into our religion. And I don't really feel like that should be a thing. Like Western, part of the Western thing is like, oh, fucking schizophrenia and being gay. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of taboo topics we can talk about without them being TOS. But more importantly, like, your preference is your own, you know? Like, I'm considered very soft. And being rude isn't a sign of strength for me. But those are the personalities, these like very almost animatronic and robotic kinds of personalities that are getting ahead. I don't think it's the same thing that I'm trying to like explain though. Like, they think they're being nice, you know? But that's not how they're coming off. They sound like total fucking douchebags. And then I can't say anything because it's like, it becomes a problem. I was talking to my barber about how I'm considering going back to therapy. And they're like, that's not a bad idea. And then I was explaining something else. And then he's just like, oh, I don't think therapy is bullshit. I'm like, I don't think I was trying to say that. Or I wasn't trying to say that because I don't believe therapy's bullshit either. What I don't understand is when I go to therapy and I see and I notice the changes within myself, but the rest of the world doesn't. The inner world, outer world thing. You didn't have to do your ult. Ah. That's where you could have hugified. Mobies or... Because like in college, I used to get like extremely hit on by a bunch of gay people. And it would go over my head, and I think I mentioned this. But now, like, a majority of gay people understand that I'm not gay, and that hitting on me is kind of pointless. But there's still people who try, you know? They firmly believe that they're gonna fucking achieve something. What's up with this FPS, dude? What I dislike is that I literally have League running on the... It's something you should want to do, not something you should be forced to do. You go to therapy because you want to go to therapy, not because someone made you. Unless it's court ordered, then you have to go to therapy. That's right. You thought you could just get a... Nerd. They're like, oh, I don't want to see him play League of Legends. It's about what gets brought out in you when you're streaming. Damn. Why? Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not too sure, but also that is also a choice, you know? Mobies? 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 Actually, undo. I'm gonna need this for sure. Dragon has spawned. Yes and no. As long as your kid, like, that's a hard thing to say because I don't have kids, and I wouldn't mind kids, but with American women, it's very difficult. Like, I noticed a friend of mine, he got married, and like his wife, girlfriend at the time, like seemed really like chill and cool, but like they had a kid, and she like neglects the child, you know, like she goes off partying and does this and does that, and like as the father, he's left to do everything. Um, so he's like the role model. But ultimately, how, whether you're asexual or like other or like whatever, like that ultimately comes down to who you are as a person and who or what you want to attract with partners, if that makes sense. I don't think you should be obligated to live your life by someone else's dictation. Yeah, like ultimately he had to pick everything up, and like he was still like obsessed with her, and I'm like, I get it, you guys have a kid, but she's like a fucking deadbeat, you know? And he's like, you can't talk about my ex-wife like that. I'm like, I'm not talking about her, like these are her actions. This is what she's doing. And like, yeah, your kid really likes her, but like she also puts like these crazy ass ideas into your kid's head, even though she doesn't spend any freaking time with them. And that's what blows my mind. Like, I don't know how you can be so, and then tell me that I'm out of touch, you know, and that I'm delusional. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I'm just like, because I couldn't let it get to that point because I've gone to therapy and I like kind of understand some of the patterns. Can't make people stay where they don't want to be, you know? True, but so like she's also brainwashing the kid, you know? Like he said something really bad to a close family friend, and he had to like sit there and explain and be like, you can't say this, like they're your friends, like this and that. But what he said was, my mom and I don't, and then it kind of, you know, it was like a trigger because it's just like, well, you can't really have, he didn't really want his kid thinking this kind of stuff and saying these kinds of things, but like mom is like getting whatever she wants, and like for the first time she actually has to work because she was always this like maintained kind of personality type. So yeah, I don't know how far that really goes. might be able to push their second tower. Not sure. It would be better for me to recall. Even with what I'm dealing with now, like the girl I was talking to, she just completely ghosted me, and I know she's talking to somebody else, but then she makes it all about how I'm the bad guy. Like, oh, now you're pressuring me because of bad communication and this and that, and you know what? Never talk to me again. And maybe in like a month, she'll come back and like try and talk to me. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm too forgiving sometimes, and I know that that's a personal flaw of mine. I like to see the good in people a little too much. Even when these other people like are basically living, you know? I got into an argument with my mom the other day, and she's just like, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just go somewhere? I'm like, I've been trying to do that since I've been 18, and you like don't reflect on your actions, and you make me out to be the bad guy. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. Like, trust me, like if I could have left at 18, I wouldn't be here right now. So yeah, but I don't want everyone to take on my attitude and like that. Because at someday I may find a partner. I may find a partner, and I'm gonna have to explain to them how I don't want them meeting my family. Like, especially when I'm not living in my parents' home. What mistake did they make? Sorry, I'm monologuing. Let's change the subject. I'm probably gonna do push-ups after this because I need the blood flowing. I'm probably gonna do spell weaving. Double recurve bow, huh? I get a lot of, like, how do I define this? Like, 60-70% of the time, I don't. Like, I don't want a kid at all. Like, I very much enjoy my life. But there's a lot of things you could do when you're a parent, and it like changes the dynamic and the way you live your life, you know? Sure, a kid is basically someone who never thinks you're poor or whatever, but like until they're older. Wow, my head is starting to hurt. But a lot of my friends have always had a families, or they've been married, or this or that. Like, I've always been the single person. So it's always been an interesting outside-in perspective that I've gotten. But, you know, I don't really want my parents influencing my kid either, because it's like, my mom already, like, makes everything out to be like it's my fault, you know? I don't know why I went back in. I don't know why I walked forward. Ugh. Why does this dude have so much HP? Yeah, like my relationship with my mom is very conditional. My relationship with my dad is basically non-existent, but we coexist. And that just is what it is. And I don't want to grow like have a family and have them influence them, like get in their heads and do this and do that. Like that's why it's an issue, because I don't live inside my fucking head. I don't pretend I'm some kind of fucking retard who thinks he's an alien. Like I don't know. There's just a bunch of shit that I see and I go through, and people just tell me that I'm crazy or that I'm like overbearing or domineering, but they don't look at their own actions, and it just makes me want to punch people in the fucking face. Very much against violence. I'm a pacifist. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut myself up, because now I feel like I'm bringing the vibes down. Oh my goodness. I think the Swifties were a lot better. And I can't sell them because it's not enough. Kid is also such a big responsibility. If I was making the same money my brother's making because he just bought a house, like I would have fucked off a long time ago. And I tell them that constantly. At 18, I try to leave. They didn't let it happen. At 21, I went to San Francisco and I was ready to be fucking homeless and work like 3-4 jobs, like all this shit. And they lied to me, telling me that someone had died. Like, they're just a bunch of fucking narcissistic assholes, and I fucking hate them for it. So it's like, but it's my behavior and it's my words and it's my actions that are always wrong. And they use my empathy against me. So it's like, I don't want to be them. I don't want to be a part of their family anymore. Like, none of that. But I don't, financially, like, I can't get out of here. And I understand that quantifiably, like, money would solve my problems. Why'd you click the minion? At 16, I chose to make this garage my living space. They completely cognitively separated from me. Like, I've had more unsupport than any real support, and it's because I'm like this quiet, calm, like caring person. At least I view myself that way. But like, I also view my potential to do like evil things. Like, I am not this entirely holy and righteous and I could do no evil, like, personality complex. They want me to see the light. I'm like, what does that fucking mean? That's a bunch of nonsense. This is why I should probably go back into therapy. Because I don't need to be offloading this on you or to anyone in my channel. And I just want to build like healthy relationships and friendships and like stuff that I know the world isn't doing, you know? It's just a bunch of empty words. I need... They have too much HP. And the weak and meager shall inherit the earth, and the faithful shall be rewarded. That was a waste of an ult too. Hey, no worries. Have a good night. It is like, have a good day at school tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, Akwi. You know, if you need anything, like if there's anything I can do, just hit up Discord. Later. Have a good night. I probably unloaded some heavy nonsense right before you gotta go to bed, so hopefully none of this is in your head. I need blue trinket. And we gotta break mid tower. Got him. We're gonna break this mid turret. Lilu multipass. Lilu multipass. It's fine. I think I'm gonna do a 5-hour stream. I don't have to harbor these feelings any longer. And the best way to let them go is by physically removing myself from this equation. Oh, I have so much gold. Holy shit. And this is the type of stuff that I need to like talk to a therapist about and be like, well, I feel this way and I know I'm repressing these emotions and these feelings, like, and I choose to be highly analytical because it's a lot easier than allowing what already bleeds into my life and bleeds into other areas of my work, and why I can't find fulfillment in a partner or sometimes within myself or in a career specifically. And when I do feel fulfilled, like all these walls come up and they're like, you're not happy here and blah 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 and yada yada yada. And that leads down into this hole of like unemployment, disemployment, like being told I'm not good enough. And it's just like, why are you so afraid of me? Nice. Let's shine. The importance of stream is that people will listen. and that's why I feel like I have to give back. Fuck. That's fine. We probably had more people in on stream and stuff today than normally, so and chat isn't showing up. This freaking Timo is carrying them. And I literally had to back. We could have won that if I was there. Dubu. Suck out. Tobu. My head hurts. I'm telling a vision. Maybe I'm telling a lie. Who knows? Kurapika. Nice. Trash team. I have to shower. It wasn't ranked though. Hello?
Hello, may I please speak with Carlos?
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Carlos. This is Eric with Southland Employment. I see that you were submitted here for a position with us. It looks like you recently applied and you did the background screening for it for Oxnard. I wanted to see if you were still going to be interested.
What position was it for again?
It's general labor assembly work. It just depends on what's needed at site. You could be building like metal racks and shelves, building new workstations.
I currently have an orientation with Target on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm also working for a convenience store. It's not a lot of hours, but I mean it's hours, and I'm there all week.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, well, if anything changes, just let us know. We do have 4 different shifts available.
So this whole time I was talking to a muted mic. I think I'm gonna end it here. It was a great stream up until I started playing League, obviously. there's a contrast. I was yapping on about a bunch of stuff. Don't really know. I wish my life was different, but that's why I'm putting in the work to make a difference. And yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy your Sunday or your Monday, wherever you're at. And be kind to yourself. Please. That would be cool. If not for me, if not for you, then for me. Yeah. And this is gonna go straight to YouTube, of course. I can't wait to see the demonetization. Have a great day. I mean it.